How's it, Drew? I'm alright, and you, man?
Yeah, I'm fired up. Had an awesome week last week, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to share it with everyone. I'm on fire. But how was your week last week? Was it cold in Cape Town or was it warm?
I don't know. Like this guy called Andrew abandoned me. He went on like holiday to Durban or something, so I had to cover the bases and make sure that nothing went wrong. But yeah, otherwise
Nothing.
I had a good week. It was really cold in Cape
Is
Town
it?
last week, though. So yeah,
Well, cold.
yeah. So I'm very happy to be home and be warm, and you're
Yeah,
in
I
for a
think
shock.
we've been hit with a cold front. It's not too bad. Like our cold front's like 18 degrees. It's not too bad here in Joburg. Um, but yeah, I mean we've got a busy week ahead of us, eh, Dave?
No, it's good, man. I mean, because you're coming down on Thursday, so you're in for a bit of a cold shock, and then we're going to be dragging you around Cape Town for a couple of days. It's going to be good fun.
It's gonna be awesome.
What
Can't
else
wait.
is on the plan for the week? Got another
Yeah.
event this week. That's Wednesday night, so nice and packed.
No, definitely. We've got a lot happening, which we'll tell you all about in a minute. But I think, Dave, first tell me who is with us today so far on Facebook. Are our regulars on yet? Anyone there that you recognize?
Guys, so drop a message in the chat box. I haven't seen anyone say hello to us yet. I haven't seen anyone talking to us yet, so it's a little hard for me to tell you who's here.
So cool. I actually told a few people about this last week. It's the first time. If this is the first time you're joining Andrew and Dave at the Sapin Coffee Chat at 1 o'clock on a Monday, this is all about property. You know, what am I doing in my personal property portfolio? What is Dave doing? What's working? What's not? So this is a very informal chat, and also we will let you know what events are coming up. And on some of these coffee chats, we do have guest speakers. Today is going to be extra special because we've got guest speakers and we've got two awesome competitions, which we're going to tell you about. So please, right now, tag all your friends in, anyone in property, let them know, because we've got about 4 or 5 guests coming in today talking about property deals happening across the country. So right now, if you can all please just tag a friend in, let people know that we are live online. There's 2 competitions that Dave's going to talk about in a minute, and we're going to start bringing some of the investors. And again, this is a support channel. So if you have any questions about property, it could be that there's a question about multi-lets, or you're feeling stuck, whatever it might be, in the comments box, please let us know what that is. Cool, Dave. So who do you see there?
100%. So a couple of the regulars, we got Michelle Swart on, we've got Tanya Scott on, Michael Klippus is on, and then we've got a few people who look familiar to me, don't look too familiar to me. We've got Ruben on, Babawa, and Ridwan, who's one of our regulars. Ridwan was on our, when did I last see Ridwan? Was at the, the Airbnb event last week.
Thursday.
That's Ridwan, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good. So
awesome.
It's been good.
Ruben, Durban, right? So I met Ruben at the roadshow on Thursday. Can I chat about that quick, Dave?
Yeah. Let's talk about what you did last week, because you obviously did a lot in Durban last week, and then I'll get a few more other things ready on my side.
Yeah, that's right. So last week, Thursday, was the beginning of the National Roadshow. So we went to Durban last week, yes, this week's Cape Town, and then Port Elizabeth. And when we arrived in Durban on Thursday, I met up with the team at Tuff. And Tandeka is a client of Tuff's, and I went to a student accommodation in Durban CBD, which was really, really an eye-opener. She's done a fantastic deal. So I met her, I met the Tuff team, and then we did some Investor of the Year judging. So where's Ridwan? Ridwan was one of the contestants who pitched his Airbnb deal, which is fantastic. Ridwan, well done. We had Tandeka, we had a few other people pitching the deals for Investor of the Year, which is happening 18th of November this year. Please keep an eye out. And remember, everyone needs to buy their 97 Rand ticket. We want all of you to be part of this great initiative. We'll pop a link in there for you to make sure you join the community within the Investor of the Year. Okay, and then Dave, Thursday night, I had a workshop. And it was so awesome. We had Kendall Cower there, 17 years of experience in the Durban CBD. Even for Tuff, he was blowing people's minds away with what is happening in Durban CBD. And we had Tuff talking. I did a section. We had Bruna and Shirley Boy from Integer talking about structures. So it was just so refreshing to get back to an event where we can connect with our members and our partners. And Friday morning, we had an awesome little brekkie there in Durbs in Umhlanga, nice and small, really sharing great insights as to what is happening in the Durban market. And then Dave, unfortunately, I had to go to the beach for the day, and I had to take my laptop with me, and I worked from the beach. That was the best part of it. And I got to network with some cops. They saw us doing some videos on the side, and they called me over. I gave them my number, I took their number, and I'm going to invite them to the next one-day workshop. How cool will that be if they join?
No, it's going to be good fun, man. Yeah. I don't know. It looks like Durban's suffering a mask shortage, though. Every photo I saw no one was wearing a mask except you.
We were actually quite good behind the scenes. For the cameras, we take our masks off, you see, and then we put the mask back on. We're actually very responsible. They're very responsible.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll see how that goes this week.
So, Dave, maybe what we should do is, can you give a rundown of what's happening this week? In fact, before you do that, can you talk about the competition?
Yeah, so let me do one of the competitions first. So let me just quickly do a screen share on my side because I just want to share sort of how this looks. Sorry, I'm just grabbing it. Cool. So sorry for the slightly zoomed in over there. I'm just trying to figure out the new platform in terms of sharing. So we're running 2 competitions today, which is going to be really cool. So this is the first competition. What you need to do is you need to go to the Seren Facebook page and engage with our post talking about the 26th of May. So the 26th of May is our networking event that's happening this week, Wednesday. It's a really good opportunity. So go there, love the post, and then in one sentence, just comment on that post and say, tell us how Seren adds value to you as a property investor. So maybe use the Lifestone reports or something like that. You'll see a link in the chat box is going to pop up over there, so you guys can go there. But otherwise, you can just go to the Seren Facebook page, and then you'll find the post pretty much pinned near the top. Drew, any ideas on what they should comment on there? Maybe give another example also.
Well, in terms of how Seren adds value.
Yeah.
I think just go on there. Tell us, being part of the Seren community, how has it added value? Is it the education that we bring to you? Is it the Seren Connect? Is it the connections? Let us know more about how Seren has helped you, and you may win. We are giving some free tickets away for Wednesday night. As this coffee session ends, Dave, Michelle Swart right now is busy having a look. We will announce the winner on Facebook straight afterwards. So can I ask you all, every single one of you, Leroy, Ridwan, Tion Rousseau, Tombi, all of you, can you quickly just click on that tag in and just put for us. If you can all do that right now, while Dave goes through what the events are for the week and invite our guest speakers.
100%. Okay, so very high level, nice one. So we got 2 free webinars running this weekend, just one of the usuals. Andrew, you're speaking tonight, pretty much talking around our event that's happening on the 5th of June. So for those of you guys who are getting started property investments, getting involved there, you can go and join that free webinar. That's one tonight and one on Thursday at lunchtime. Wednesday, we got a networking event, like I said, and we've got all the beautiful people over here. So we got a bunch of our professional members and sort of coaching students in for the event, and they're going to talk to some of their success. I think, Drew, we'll put a little more attention on that a little later, and then we can sort of glide over for now.
Yeah, definitely.
100%. And then, Andrew, you're going to end up in Cape Town with me. So we're going to do a bit of a evening event on Thursday from 6 o'clock until 9 o'clock. So for those of you guys who are in Cape Town and wondering what the deal is, check the links in the chat box. You'll be able to find out everything you need to do. Drew, do you might be able to give the guys a sense of what you covered in Durban last week? Because it'll pretty much be a very similar flavor for Thursday.
Absolutely. So in Durban, what we're looking at is the opportunities that are happening in Durban. So in Cape Town this Thursday evening, we've got Michael Bowen talking about where are the opportunities in Cape Town? What is your strategy? Buy-to-let, multi-let, flipping, development. Where does it work in Cape Town? So it's very important you're there to hear that from Michael. We've then got other speakers like TAF. So Paul from TAF will be talking about the inner city opportunities. If you do want to buy in the inner city of Cape Town, what does it look like? Where should you be investing? I'll be talking about general property tactics in terms of how you invest in property. And then we've got Shirley Boy from Entigen talking about structures. So Dave, there's actually a hell of a lot in Durban. It was jam-packed from 6:30 till 9:30, 9:45. But the response we got from the audience was amazing. So any of you that are in Cape Town, come meet myself on Thursday and Dave. And make sure you join that workshop. And just before Dave, again, we'll look at, can we do some judging for the Investor of the Year? Are there any Capetonians that can enter Investor of the Year? And then, of course, Friday morning, our premier breakfast. If you are an intermediate or professional member, please make sure you join us for Friday morning. That'll be excellent. So that's this week.
100%. And that pretty much takes us through the week. Nothing huge after that. We don't have anything happening this weekend. And then maybe the next big call out is definitely we've got the convention coming up. So that's 2 weekends away. Really exciting opportunity for you guys to join us for a packed 2-day sort of workshop, training you guys on some of the fundamentals of property investing and really diving into some of the niche strategies that we're all employing as coaches. So convention's happening really soon. So we just want to start making sure you guys are aware of that happening. And low key, the early bird ticket pricing is ending fairly soon. So if you want to get those good prices, book your tickets sooner rather than later.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, Drew, I think that's pretty much it.
I think while people ask some questions, so please, if you do have any questions, please put it out there now in the comment box. Don't forget about the competition. Don't forget about to tag friends in. Should we bring one of our guest speakers on, Dave?
Sure. Who do you want?
Let's get Michael van Jaarsveld on, just because he's in the same town as myself. Good old Mike. How's it, Mike? How you doing, man?
How's it, Drew? Fun next to you.
Yeah, good. I think for the people that don't know you, just perhaps start by introing yourself, eh?
Cool. How's it, everybody? I'm Mike van Jaarsveld. I'm a coach for the Property Academy, and I'm a full-time property investor and developer. So I'm currently focusing on multi-let properties in and around Edenvale. Also from Edenvale, and that's me.
Yeah, and then Mark, I remember when I viewed one of your multi-lets recently. I think in December there was a property that you offered on in the avenues. It got rejected, a deceased estate, I think. And then the agent called you back in December, and you're now working on that property. Just tell us more about what type of opportunity is it? Because it was just a start. What are you doing with that property?
Okay, so it did start off as a family house. The owner built a little one-bedroom flat on it. So basically, when we picked it up, it was in a very bad condition. Bought it from a later estate, and we picked it up for 850,000, which is quite far below market value, because I could have probably sold it for 1.2 just off the bat, not doing a single thing to it. So we obviously keeping it. What we've done is we kept the tenants on for the one-bedroom flat. Next to the one-bedroom flat was a little single garage, which we turned into a studio, and we've rented the rooms of the main house out. So basically, why we're doing this is because we didn't want to spend a large amount of money right up front. In a year's time, when we refinanced it, we bought it with angel investor money. Okay, so we bought it cash, and then when we refinanced it after doing a little bit of maintenance on it and getting it looking a little bit neater, we're going to refinance. We're going to pull out maybe 1.3 million from the banks, and then spend the rest of that cash on completely renovating the main house. And then it's got quite a lot of space in the back, so we're going to build some flats at the back.
Cha-ching. And tell me, more or less, once you've done that project, just more or less, what did your net cash flow look like on that one multi-let?
So it looks like it's probably going to be between 18 and 20,000 Rand a month profit.
Okay, 18 and 20, which is a nice little cha-ching, eh?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, Mark, if you can hang fire there, you'll be joining us Wednesday night for the Sapper public event, right?
Yes.
Where we're going to ask you to unpack that. And I want to share with you, everyone that's on the night, the lessons that you've learned. And actually take us through the step-by-step process of how you actually do that. So this Wednesday, ladies and gents, the Sapin public event is happening at 6:30, where we've got a group of property investors showcasing their deals, and Mark van Jaarsveld will be one of them. So if you can just hang tight, Mark, I might come back to you a little bit later, okay?
100%.
Awesome. Let's get on Laura and Richard. And while we're doing that, are there any questions? I see there's some questions about Cape Town, but we'll come to those in a minute. Just remember the competition, everyone. Remember to tag a friend in. So welcome, Laura and Richard. How are you today?
Good, and you?
Hi, Andrew. Good. Thanks, yourself.
Excellent. I'm very good. So I think let's start off just by introducing yourself. What do you do? Where are you from?
All right. Well, we're from Port Elizabeth. We invest part-time. We have full-time jobs. We're actually streaming to you from one of our investment properties that we're busy finishing up. We have tenants for the first two. So we've been with a Sapin for about 5 months now. And within those 5 months, we managed to find 2 deals simultaneously. And that's been very hectic, doing 2 at the same time. So
I can imagine. And who's supporting you there, P? Is it Jade supporting you there?
Yeah, Jade's our coach, yeah.
Yeah, and he's a trooper, eh? Very good.
Yes, no, we're very happy. He's helped us a lot.
Is it? And the property you're in now, what is it? A flip, a buy to let? Are you on your phone or your laptop? You want to maybe show us? Why not?
We can try.
You can try.
Yeah,
So
why
it's
not? Show us.
a multi-let in that it's got a bachelor flat and it's got approved plans for a 2-bedroom flat already.
I don't
So
know what you can
it
see.
was very distressed, so we've gutted it. I don't know if you can see anything there. Can you see
Yeah.
the kitchen?
No, we can see it all.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
this
tell
is
me.
where we work from.
Okay, cool. And just tell me, how did you find this? Through an estate agent? Was it a private sale?
It was private, so it was actually one of our rental agents came to us. It hadn't been listed yet. So we got there quite quickly. It was quite distressed. It's in a very good area. It's actually about 10 houses from where we live.
Okay,
Not
good.
many houses go on the market in this area. So we were going to flip it because off the bat, we got it for 1150. Off the bat, after the reno, we were targeting 1.8 million. But then because what we did was we advertised outside and we had such a walk-in response.
Yeah.
So we decided to keep this one a bit longer term. We might build on the 2-bedroom flatlet later on.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually upped our price. The tenants were so interested that we could actually ask a bit more than what we.
Oh, really? And tell me, did you say you're converting it to a multi-let?
Yeah, so multi-let as in that it's got the flat at the back.
Okay,
and it's got approved plans, but we actually renting it now. The person's taking it, they're using the flat, but we sort of one price. You know, we're not letting to multiple tenants.
Okay. Cha-ching. And I'm assuming that the rent that comes in will cover all your expenses and make a nice little profit.
Yeah, we're looking at about a return on investment of about 16.5%.
Nice. In a good area, which is good.
Yeah, we'll definitely get the appreciation here. So I think that's
yeah,
what
we're excited about the appreciation, but our strategy is to retire in 10 years and use the property portfolio for retirement. So, you know, everything's about 10 years. We'd like to do a flip in between. The one we bought in Newton Park is going to be probably a flip.
Yeah, Jade's helping us. We starting to apply for business. So we got that property about 2 weeks ago, got transferred. So we're just doing a minor reno there, just to get a tenant in while we do the business rights, because it's a large property.
Oh, excellent.
For business.
Okay. So Jay's been coaching you for about 5 months. You've been part of the SAP. Are you professional members or intermediate?
Yeah.
Professional.
Professional. Okay, fantastic. What is one thing you got out of being a SAPA member? Just one thing. What's one benefit for the new people on this call?
I think one thing would be the support, you know, and the knowledge base that comes with that support. So, you know,
yes,
it's scary in your first deal, and that support, you know, it just gives you the confidence to just act and push through.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. And that's what lots of people need, is the support. Now, Laura and Richard, you'll be joining us this Wednesday night at the SAPN monthly public networking event. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're going to be showcasing your deal in a lot more detail, right?
Yes.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, great. So hang around. I might be coming back to you for a few more questions, okay? Thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, Dave, back to you. Let's just quickly make sure people are clicking on the link in the competition. I want to give them a minute now. Can you see the activity there? Are we getting people to click and to post?
I can take a look for us real quick.
Excellent. I can see that Viva is saying, I can't wait to start with Jade Barcades, and absolutely. And then Dave, let's also, once we do the SAPN competition, all you have to do, there is a link in the chat box over there, in the comments box. How have you benefited from the SAPN network? And maybe you're brand new and you never heard of the SAPN network. Don't worry about that. Just join as a member. We have our monthly networking event coming up on this Wednesday evening, and there's nothing better hearing from property investors right now in South Africa, all across South Africa, doing actual deals where you have the opportunity to ask them questions about the deals. Because obviously the coffee chat's only 45 minutes. We're getting almost halfway there. I've still got more people I want to bring through for you. So make sure you don't miss out on Wednesday evening. Dave?
Yeah, so there's not a ton of traction or interaction on that post yet. So guys, remember, just head over there, find the post for the 26th of May virtual networking event. There's a nice photo of all the coaches over there. Hop over there, like it, give us some love, and then leave a comment on how we're adding value to you. And so maybe you like Lightstone, maybe you like the training, maybe you like the coffee chats, maybe you like the masterminds. Go there and comment on that. It's a really important one for us.
100%. Awesome. Okay, are there any questions you want us to answer now, Dave, or should I bring the other guests on?
I think we can probably knock through a few of these questions. I haven't seen too many, so it would be quite quick for us. Quibbs Properties is wondering why Cape Town property is so expensive. It's very simple. So we have an ocean on the one side and mountains on the other. Unlike Joburg, where you guys can just sprawl and go where you want, we've kind of got limited options in terms of where we want to expand. And our CBD is right there on the water. So we're really limited on sort of the space that we have. It's sort of the same as the UK, Drew. There's a finite amount of land. So that's pretty much the main driver. And then obviously all you Joburgers keep on coming down, and in a way to get rid of you guys and discourage that behavior, we're obviously putting the prices up to them. It makes it feel like it's too expensive for you Joburgers. That's always the plan.
Yeah, and I've heard your traffic's probably worse than our Joburg traffic now, because all the Joburgers have come to you. My
horror story on Cape Town traffic is I once was stuck in traffic for 8 hours.
Yeah, that is bad, man. That is bad. Okay. Yeah.
That was pretty much the only question of
East London, Dave. Can we just put Nanda in touch with Alani for East London, and then Alani can connect?
Didn't see the question, but there it is. There it is.
You have a branch. So yes, we do actually have teams across South Africa, teams in Durban, teams in Port Elizabeth, teams in Cape Town. If you do want to be part of the team, let us know. But for now, reach out to Alani. Christian Janssen is saying definitely. Yeah, it's good to see you there, Christian. Christian Janssen from At360, who does the financing for investors. Definitely looking forward to Wednesday evening's event. It's going to be amazing. Cool.
Awesome. Cool. Otherwise, I think let's keep going through our panel, get everyone introduced, and then we can sort of start putting a bow on it. Awesome.
Yeah. So let's bring on Michael Bowen. Let's bring Michael Bowen from Cape Town, because I'm going to be in Cape Town this week. So we're going to ask Mike to introduce himself. Mike, what do you do? Where are you? And then let's talk about property deals.
Absolutely. Good afternoon, Andrew. Good afternoon, everybody else. Just a quick introduction for those who don't know me. Mike Bowen. I'm a professional property investor, a business owner. I coach at the Property Academy as well. And yes, like many of us on the phone call, I'm also a full-time 9-to-5 employee. So I get super busy. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. This last few months has been so busy with properties. I've been one after the other rolling in across the country. So at the moment, it's exciting times for anybody looking to get into property.
Exactly. Now, you're obviously there in Cape Town. Are you actually doing deals in Cape Town, or are you doing deals all across South Africa?
So I did deals all across South Africa, but at the moment we're focusing on one specific strategy, which I'll talk more about on Wednesday, in a specific area, so we can get our CT homes more started off and get all the business expenses paid for. But certainly we're doing an installment sale agreement in Bloemfontein. PE Homes has just started up as well, and they've got their first Airbnb. Joburg, we're refinancing the multi-let up there. I've also got my parents, I've invested their pension money into one of the brokerage deals, so they can earn some interest from that, 20% in interest. That's great investment money going on there. So across South Africa, we are investing. Whenever the money makes sense, we're going. I'm looking at one in Durban at the moment, a piece of land that'll be prime for student accommodation. I just need to get its restrictions and parking removed. So it is non-stop at the moment. There's so much opportunity out there. It's unbelievable.
Exactly. And Mark, how do you feel about buying a property without ever seeing it?
I've bought most of my properties without ever seeing it, but I've got a great team. You know, I've got the likes of Marisha up there in Gauteng. I've got a great business partner in Bloemfontein and in PE. So yeah, you need to be able to rely on your network, and that's one of the things you asked earlier about SAP and what they bring.
Yeah,
they brought me the people that I knew I could trust, because I was networking them for so long that I knew if I partnered with them, they would be the eyes and the ears. And so
Exactly.
that's great. And I wanted to put some more perspective,
Yeah.
if I may, on the question around Cape Town, why Cape Town is so expensive.
Go for it.
One of the other key drivers, the second key driver for Cape Town, is the influx of Europeans. Hout Bay in particular, I think the other day I was reading Hout Bay organized, 40% of the population of Hout Bay is Swallows. So that is Dutch and German people. Now for them, 10 bar is nothing. 10 million rand is nothing, compared to what they buy in Europe. So they happily just follow the sun, and they'll happily spend 10 million rand, which keeps on pushing the prices up anywhere along that Atlantic seaboard side where they want to stay. At the moment, again, one of the strategies I want to talk about on Wednesday is the amount of Europeans in town at the moment that are doing long-term month-to-month rentals is insane. Dutch, German, Russians. I just keep bumping into them more and more, and they're saying, well, I can work from anywhere. I want to come to Cape Town because it's so cheap. And we're going, it's so expensive. And they're going, it's so cheap.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Mark, I was talking to my attorney in England, and he asked me the question. He says there's a massive opportunity for South Africa now, because in London, people are moving out of London because they don't need to work from the office anymore. So why would they want to live in England when they can live in Cape Town? So there's a big opportunity there. But now,
I literally had a phone this week with that Russian lady. I said, well, first of all, how did you even get in the country? And she said, well, I flew via Tanzania, and gave me the whole story. And I said, why? And she just literally said, it is so cheap. And I can work from anywhere. So why can I just, and picture the balcony looking over the whole of Sea Point? Why wouldn't you want to work in that?
Yeah, no, exactly, 100%. So now you based in Cape Town. You've done loads of research in Cape Town from top to bottom. Talk to us about what you'll be talking about on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I think I did.
And Thursday night.
I still remember when I did the fundamentals course way back when we had to analyze a couple of areas, and I just went berserk, and I did every single area. I think I made Dave so angry by asking for access to more TPN reports, because I wanted to know what the yields were like in certain areas so I could start to look at my specific strategy. So on Wednesday night, I'm going to dive into more of going, okay, this area, this is what I'm seeing. In contrast, we flip that around and I see this and this area over here. I don't want to give too much away, but there are pockets in Cape Town which are ripe for certain strategies, and you've got to find the right strategy that applies to the right property.
Exactly. And we'll be seeing you Wednesday at the separate public event, and we'll be seeing you Thursday night in Cape Town with myself, talking about the opportunities in Cape Town. So make sure you all join this Wednesday, the Sapper public event and the Sapper Roadshow on Thursday night. Mark, thank you so much for your time. If you can hang around, there might be some questions for you. Okay, awesome. That's Michael Bowen from Cape Town. So Dave, I think what we should do is put some focus on these competitions, because there's another competition, isn't there?
100%. So let me get the second competition up over there so you guys can see it. So very similar sort of idea and game to the last one. What you need to do is go to the Property Academy Facebook page. The link will be in the chat box again with the instructions. Find the post for the 27th of May. There's a nice little photo of Jade over there in front of some stairs. We're talking about the Property Portfolio Optimizer Masterclass. So that's taking place on the 27th. And again, give it some love. So love the post, like the post, and then comment on the importance of property education, and then share the post to your timeline. So all the information's over there. The team will put it in the chat box as well for you guys. It's a really, really cool event, and it's nice to always have Jade on. It's probably the last event we have Jade for a bit, because he's getting married soon. So he's going to be doing that event with us, and then he's going to be having good fun on honeymoon and everything after that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we will be giving some awesome tickets away to the boot camp. So if you're not aware of it, you need to become aware of it, and you've got to tell anyone that's interested in property. On the 12th and 13th of June, write that down quickly. Just make a note. 12th and 13th of June. It is 2 full days. This only happens twice a year, so don't miss out this one, because you'll have to wait till November till the next one. It's from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. We get Robin Booth here in front of Estates, and Andrew Walker, the Michael Bowen, Jade Barkhazens. We start bringing all the professionals in South Africa into one event on the 12th and 13th of June. Now, the value of that's 1,500 Rand. You can win that for free in the next 15-20 minutes. So everybody, just very quickly now, click on that link and go to the Property Academy's page and talk about why is education important when investing in property, and share it on your timeline. Michelle Swart is busy waiting for you. So Vware, David Bradley, good to see you there. Tanya Scott, if you can all just do that now for me. And while you're doing that, Dave's just going to quickly run through again what are the big events happening in the next 2 weeks. And Theresa, I will be coming to you after that.
100% true. So like we said, the big thing that all the guests are on tonight, all the mics that are on here, we spoke to Laura and Richard, they're all going to be speaking at Wednesday the 26th at our networking events. Again, it's happening online, and it's going to be a really fun one. So make sure you got the details for that one. It's going to be in the chat box. And then going forward, Drew's arriving in Cape Town on Thursday. So we've got a Thursday evening event in Cape Town and a Friday breakfast with our professional members and those sort of guys. So really important that you guys attend those. Otherwise, looking forward to the convention. Like Drew said, you can grab your free ticket. You can win some tickets over there if you enter the second competition over there by interacting on that CPA post. So that's it, Drew. I think from a high level perspective, there's a few other things happening next week, but we can talk about that next time.
Okay, awesome. No worries. Okay, Dave, Theresa, can you please get Theresa online and let's have a chat to Theresa. You know, where is Theresa? What is Theresa investing in? Okay, Theresa, good to see you and welcome. I think there's just a lag.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Andrew.
Yes.
Hi, Andrew. How are you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm very well, thanks, and very excited to be here, to be near the fire where it's hot.
Yes, yes. So introduce yourself. Where are you from? What do you do? And what type of deal are you investing in?
My name is Theresa Mjenge. I am from KwaZulu-Natal in Durban, and I have a 9-to-5, but I'm a student at the Property Academy, where you learn that the more you learn, the more you can earn, the more you make less mistakes. And I'm so excited that Sapin has held my hand to go through the property journey with me. I'm very excited that I've just secured a deal that I'm working on and looking forward for some cha-ching.
Absolutely. And just tell us a bit more about the deal. Is it a buy-to-let, student accommodation, a development? What type of property is it?
I'm a newbie, Andrew. It's a buy-to-let, just a small unit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a flat in the Durban CBD or which area is it in?
It's a flat in the Durban CBD where I am looking at there's quite a lot of movement and development in terms of reclaiming and rebuilding of the Durban CBD. So it's an upcoming area for me. So I'm very excited.
And then Theresa, remember Thursday night, because I was with Theresa on Thursday. And now Theresa, the next time we do judging for Investor of the Year, what are you going to do?
I'm going to be one of the people who are going to be there presenting my deal. I'm so excited and looking forward to it.
Exactly. Make sure Theresa is there for the next one. And even if you're not fully completed it, Theresa, we can still answer you and then we'll just get you back in a few months' time. Okay, so make sure you do that. Now, what I heard on Thursday night about Durban, so Kendall, he's literally got 17 years experience in the CBD. He's saying to me, Andrew, I can't justify going offshore. I can't justify investing anywhere else because of the returns he's getting in the Durban CBD, which is just amazing. And now he's a property coach within the academy in Durban, which is super exciting. Theresa, is there anything that you've done in the last few months? What's the biggest thing that you've learned from this property deal so far? What's one thing that you can take away from the experience?
What I've taken from the experience is that having been with Sapin, especially Jed, who has been holding my hand, is that you are never alone. So you get more confidence when you are consulting to someone who has done it so many times. You know you are doing the right thing if you are getting that affirmation. And there are things that you get taught, like, I never knew about return on investment, about calculating yields on an area. I was just like, this house is pretty, I like it. Making a decision based on my heart and not on the numbers. So
yes,
yeah, it was an eye-opener.
Exactly. Now, will you be sharing that deal with us on Wednesday night? Because you'll also be there, right, at the networking event.
Yes, I'll definitely be there. Yeah.
Brilliant. And you're starting off with buy-to-lets, which is the best thing to do when you're a beginner in property. And you'll do one buy-to-let, then you'll do your second, then you'll do your third, and then you'll start doing multi-lets. Then you'll start buying the block of flats. That's where the real cash is, right? The cha-ching.
Definitely. That's the whole idea. I want a block under my name.
Yes, 100%. So here's the thing, ladies and gents. If you want to hear from Theresa, where she's got a presentation around, showcasing her property deal, just make sure you make time this Wednesday, the 26th of May, to listen to Theresa and Mark van Jaarsveld and Michael Bowen and Laura and Richard and all the other intermediate or professional members, and really get an insight as to what the value really is. Okay, so thank you very much, and we will see you on Wednesday night. Theresa?
Definitely.
Awesome. Have a good day. We'll see you soon. So looking at the time, it is almost time to finish, but we've still got a few questions to answer. Yeah, I think we've covered everyone, Dave? All the speakers.
No, we still got Seren who's come online, and we've got Clara as well. Yeah, they came on.
Awesome. Well, let's get them on. I didn't see them there. Let's get Teren on. Teren, how are you?
Hey, Andrew. I'm good, and you?
Very good, man. It's been a while, eh?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
So I think just because of time, tell us who you are. How long have you been part of Sappen? What benefit have you got out of that? And what type of deal are you investing in?
Yeah, so I've been a member of Sappen since 2017. I'm a full-time property investor. I was working full-time prior. I left my job in 2019. And I'm a full-time property investor, currently busy with 4 multi-let deals at the moment. So quite a number of deals, yeah.
And whereabouts are those?
So one is in North Riding, another one is in Fourways area, another one is in Florida, and another one is in Blairgowrie. Okay,
so you're mainly doing multi-let investing, which is great. What are some of the risks with that, though, just for the beginners in the room and people doing buy-to-lets, or they want to get into multi-lets? What are some of those risks?
So I think with multi-lets, the risks are, getting your finance upfront, because once you do a multi-let, it's hard to refinance. I think it's good to sort of do it in phases. So ensure you get your financing correct. Another one, which can be a problem, but sometimes not, is the zoning and the consent use. So just make sure you have an exit strategy when doing a multi-let. I think those are the 2 main risks when it comes to multi-lets.
Okay, brilliant. And I can see Rian's just joined us. Rian is your property coach, right?
Yes, correct.
Fantastic. Because I still remember you coming to the Sappen networking events like 5 years ago. You were employed full-time. Rian took you under his belt, under his wing, and then just took you through the journey, right, to a point where you're now investing in property full-time.
Yeah, that's correct. I think 2018, I bought my first apartment. Rian was my coach back then. He showed me the ropes, bought a house with a cottage, then bought a multi-let. I'm now busy with 4 multi-lets, good cash flow. Excellent. And looking, and got a few offers in on a few blocks of flats at the moment. Still waiting for that one to come through.
Yeah, no, exactly. Now, again, you're going to be with us this Wednesday night, and are you going to be unpacking all this for us?
Yeah, we'll be, and I'll also be unpacking specifically the multi-let deal and my journey as well as a property investor.
Okay, absolutely. And I think people need to join just for that, because often people look at multi-lets and they just think of cash flow. They think of easy profit, but there's more to this than meets the eye, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to make sure that you do that. Okay, cool. Hi, can the speaker introduce himself? I'm Andrew Walker. Introduce yourself.
I'm Teren Ramnundlall. Teren Ramnundlall, yeah.
There we go. That's Teren. I'm Andrew. So Teren, thank you very much for your time. This Wednesday night, Teren will be unpacking all of that, the risks, how is he actually doing the multi-lets. You'll also share with us how you're financing these multi-lets, right?
Correct.
Okay, excellent. There we go. Teren, thank you very much for your time. And we'll see you Wednesday night. So before we go to the last speaker, and who's the last person, Dave?
It's going to be Clara as the last one.
Cool. Before we go to Clara, let's just quickly retouch on the competitions again. In the comments box, just tell me who's done it. There's the Seren Facebook page. There's a TPA Facebook page. There's prizes for both. Just very quickly in the comments box saying, yes, I've done it, or no, I haven't. Let's just see who's done it. And Tomela says, please send the link for Wednesday night. Sure, we'll pop that link in the chat box.
So guys, just remember, if you comment, if you go to the SA Property Investors Network Facebook page, you find the post for the event on the 26th. Comment on that with, sorry, I forgot whether it needs to comment. Comment on that, how SAP adds value to you as a property investor, and you can win free tickets for Wednesday night. You can also go to the Property Academy page, find the event find the post for the event on the 27th. Comment about the importance of getting a property coach and property education, and like that post as well. Then share it, and then you can win tickets for the convention, which is happening on the 12th and the 13th of June.
Awesome. So Monica and Rian, and can you all just do that for me now, please? Querbus Properties, can you go do that for us now? Because the competition is ending in a few minutes' time. We all know what events are happening. Just keep an eye out for the links in the comments box. Okay, great. So Dave, let's get Clara up.
Awesome. Go to you guys.
And Tumi says, please send me a link for coaching. So Dave, let's just put Tumi in touch with Alani. Okay, so Clara, how are you? Let's just wait for Clara to come on, take a few secs, and let's find out what is Clara investing in. You know, what areas is Clara investing in? Clara will also be joining us on Wednesday night. So if you are new to the SA Property Investors Network, just to share with you, every month we have a networking event. It's all about updating as to what's happening in the South African property market. We bring our partners and sponsors, ABSA, we bring TUF, we bring South Africa, we bring all the specialists to you, and then we do networking. Wednesday night is all about what investment deals are happening across South Africa and how do you get your next investment deal. Clara, hello.
Afternoon, guys. How are you?
I'm very good. It's very good to see you, Anya. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for inviting me. I feel so honored.
No, it's a pleasure. You taking action. That's all we want is you want to see success. So Clara, tell us, you know, we know that your name's Clara. Where are you from? What do you do? And where are you investing?
I am from Germiston in East Rand.
Cha-ching.
I am investing in multi-lets. I've just signed my first deal. I came into Sapin as a student. I've done a whole year coaching lesson. Mike van Jaarsveld was my coach.
Excellent.
So he helped me a lot.
Sure. And just tell me,
to get to where I am today.
And did you start off with multi-lets, or did you have some buy-to-lets already?
I didn't have any. I had a land that I planned to develop, but without the right education and the right knowledge, I couldn't do anything about it. So I think what helps me and what can also help other people to join Sapin is the power of the power team. That is so important, because I couldn't have been here if it wasn't for the power team. So you get everything all in one, all the knowledgeable people that you need in your team, and that makes things easier.
Sure. And you're saying that
you cannot make it.
Exactly. And your coach is actually on this call as well, right? Can we get Michael up, Dave, if Michael is still there? So Mark van Jaarsveld coach you, Clara, and you dealing in multi-lets. Were you a bit, and Clara, if you just lift your screen up so we can see your face, it'll be great. Clara, were you, and Mark, it's good to see you back. There we go. So Mark, tell us a bit more about Clara. How have you helped Clara?
Okay, well, yeah, Clara is one of those ones that are hungry to move forward and succeed, which makes coaching really great. Okay, so obviously she's taken action during our coaching sessions. We identified a few opportunities in her part of the world, her area, her chosen area, which was Germiston, Elsburg, and we ran the numbers on a few of them, and she actually went through the whole process and put an offer in which was accepted. And so far, the house of her multi-let is now tenanted. And in our next coaching session, which will be sometime this week, we are going to discuss the 2 flats that we're going to renovate at the back of her property.
Awesome. So it sounds exciting, Clara. How are you feeling about it all?
I'm so proud of myself that I've come this far.
You
and
should
the
be.
value that I have unlocked from Sapin, it's incredible.
And we're proud of you as well. Well done. Everyone give her a round of applause. That's excellent, man. So Clara, you'll also be with us this Wednesday night talking about your multi-let deal, right?
Yes.
And make sure that you enter Investor of the Year. Even though you're at the beginning stage, let's enter into the Investor of the Year. And if we have to call you back for another round of judging, if you haven't completed everything, it's absolutely fine. So, Mark, your job is to make sure she enters Investor of the Year this week, eh? No excuses.
Definitely.
Okay. It's kind of funny how this works here, bro, because, our coach, Mark van Jaarsveld, how many years ago, Mark?
4 or 5.
Yeah. Jeez. Our coach Mark has gone from the guy who's doing his buy-to-let properties to, geez, you're doing developments now. You Mark coaching property. and like you come back as a successful student, and now you coaching Clara. That's how this family works, right? Which is just so exciting.
Very cool.
Okay, so I think, Clara, we're going to see you Wednesday night. We want to hear more about how Mark has helped you in this deal, and we want to see some numbers. We want to see what the risks are. We want to see how you overcame challenges in the deal, and I want to see how you can inspire and educate other students. Okay.
Looking forward to that.
Excellent, Clara. Thank you so much for your time, eh? And Mark, thank you for that. And hopefully, well, not hopefully, Mark, we'll see you on Wednesday night.
Definitely.
Awesome. Thanks, bud. Okay, Dave, back to you. How's the traction looking, eh?
Cool, man. Looking good. People are engaging. Just remember, there's a few more minutes for you to just go and like and comment on those posts. Drew, I was thinking we maybe want to get all the panel back on, thank them for their time, and then sort of give them one last call to action for the audience, and then we can wrap this up.
Yeah, we can do that, and then we'll just do a quick roundup of the events, and we'll finish up. So let's get everyone back on. I just want to hear one thing from all of you for the audience, whatever it might be. Okay, because yes, we'll all see you on Wednesday night, but what's one thing you'd like to leave our audience today? And I'm going to pick on Laura and Richard to tell us what is one last thing. And by the way, thank you for your time, everyone. I know we're all busy. I know it's lunchtime, so for myself and Dave, thanks for giving us your time for today. So Laura or Richard, what's one thing you'd like to leave the audience?
I think just the absolute value of being a Sapin member. It really is valuable, and you get new eyes where you can see properties you've never thought you could obtain before, and just that backup and support. Networking, the more you network, the bigger your circle becomes, and the bigger your circle, the more investments and the more opportunities you get. So it really is an infinite circle of improvement, and property investment.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Laura and Richard, and we'll see you on Wednesday night. Okay. Pleasure. Teren.
Yes. Sorry, what's the question?
So the question is, what is one thing you'd like to leave the audience today?
I think the key is to just start. If you're looking at starting an investment journey, is to just start, get yourself a coach, start attending as many events, property events as possible, networking as much as possible, just getting a good network of people around you. And I'll be showing that in my presentation on Wednesday, how I've used, I think, 6 different people from the Sapin network to make my deal happen.
Awesome. Cha-ching. Thank you so much. Okay, next in line for me here was Michael Bowen.
Hey, Drew. I think I'm just going to reiterate what Teren said. There's just do it. You don't even have to believe it's possible or not. I know many of the new beginners don't always believe it's possible, but if you just start and you just start doing it, sooner or later, you don't worry about believing it or not, because it turns out to be true anyway. It just happens that way.
Absolutely. We'll see Mark Bowen not only Wednesday night, live in person on Thursday. So all the Cape Townians, let everyone know that's in property to join Michael and myself and Dave on Thursday night as well. Thank you, Michael. Theresa, let's come to you. What is one thing you'd like to leave the audience today? It's just a lag. It's coming.
The audience must know that at Sapin, there is support. You are never alone, and there's nothing to fear.
Okay, so from your side, it's just the support that you're getting, right? And with the right
I was
guidance
just saying
and
that
support
there's a lot of support that you get. So, yeah.
Excellent. Awesome, Theresa. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's go to Clara very quickly.
For me is don't wait until you have the money. You must just act with the idea.
Okay, there we go. Just take action. And the last but not least, Mike van Jaarsveld, what's your last point that you want to leave us with today?
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. As everybody said, like just take action. Hey, there's that question: when is the best time to start investing? And the answer is just right now. So do it. Take the plunge.
Awesome. There we go. That's from Mike van Jaarsveld, one of our coaches. Okay, everyone, thank you very much. I will finish up with Dave now, and we'll see you Wednesday night. Thanks, everyone.
Cool. Thanks, everyone. See you all Wednesday.
Thanks all.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Bye. Okay, Dave. So some housekeeping. What do we need to cover?
I think we're pretty much there. If everyone doesn't know, the event is on the 26th. That's the big one that everyone will be speaking at. It's going to be a really fun one, getting everyone on board, talking about success stories. I think, Drew, for me, the really nice thing about those is it's just a matter of inspiration. Eh? Hearing how other people are doing things, hearing what other people are thinking, it's really just inspires you to start thinking differently, steal some ideas, and that's what it is. It's about collaborating and taking ideas from each other and seeing how other people are solving the problems that you are facing. That's what's really important.
Absolutely. And the great thing about Wednesday night is we'll be unpacking communes, multi-lets, zoning, consent, buy-to-lets. We're going to ask Mark about the developments that he's busy working on. So not only inspiration, but the knowledge that's coming through, deals that are being done right now. And then, of course, for everyone that's in Cape Town, are there any Cape Townians on this coffee chat right now? Let me know in the comments box if there is, because we want to see you on Thursday night. Now, who has done the competition? There's been a Sapin Facebook page, and there is the Property Academy's Facebook page, where with the Academy, you can win free tickets to the boot camp happening on the 12th and the 13th of June. All you have to do is click on that. And Dave, what do they need to comment? They're going to tag their own timeline or click their own timeline.
Yeah, so on the Sapin post, you need to just tell us how Sapin's adding value to you as a property investor. So it's really nice to know, what are you guys getting out of it? Is it the masterminds? Is it the support webinars? Those sort of things. And then you on the TPA Facebook page, TPA post on about the 27th, you need to just tell us why education is very important to you. I can see Ridwan's are in there. He's already commented. Babawa's in there. They've already commented as well on the TPA post. And Sapin post, there's been a couple of guys also there commenting. It's really good to see you guys. It's really nice for us to hear how you guys are using the tools we give you.
Absolutely, yeah. Cool. There we go. So everyone do that now very quickly, because we will be closing shortly. I think it was a great session. It's good to have those investors on board. Lots of activity. And yeah, Dave, I'm going to start getting ready for my Thursday Cape Town trip. And I think we're at the end of this.
100%. I think the last call to action for me is just, so Andrew and I don't do these weekly anymore. Unfortunately, our schedules just got a little bit too busy for that. So the next coffee chat is on Monday, the 7th of June. You'll see a link that's been posted there by the tag. So you can just click that link. It'll be added to your calendar so you can get the reminder. You'll join us next week.
Excellent. Sounds good. So Dave, have a great week. Obviously, I'll be chatting to you soon, and everyone else, get out there, take action. Join the Sapin community, get a coach if you need one, and then we'll see you all soon.
Awesome, Drew. We'll see you on Thursday, man.
Awesome. Cheers, everyone. Have a good day.